Hi, my name is Sikanene and welcome to the very first tutorial in HTML5 and CSS3. In this series of tutorials, I'm actually going to show you how to develop some very cool web pages and websites. I'm actually going to use the combination of HTML5 and CSS3 for this very tutorial. What is HTML? HTML is a markup language which is used in the development of web pages. The current version of HTML is HTML5 as of the time of recording this video, and then Cascading Style Sheet CSS actually also tries to add some kind of sweet transitions and styles to their web pages. The current version of CSS is also CSS3. Alright, when developing web pages or HTML documents, there are some things we should actually take critical look at. We are talking about the tags, the elements, and then the attributes. Okay, almost everything in HTML documents are enclosed in tags, and then inside the tags we have elements, and then the content displayed on the web page are actually enclosed in tags. The tags sometimes contain attributes, and these attributes have names and value which add more information or value to the tags. A perfect example of an HTML tag is the body tag, and everything that is displayed on any web page is actually embedded in the body tag. Okay, do not forget to close every tag you open. So this is the closing tag for the body tag. So this is a very simple line of code, and then this line of code actually contains the tag, the element, and then the attribute. So the tag over here is the div tag, which you can see from over here. This is the div tag, and inside the div tag we have an attribute, and the attribute is id equals main. We also have the element, which is enclosed in the opening and the closing tags of the div tag, and then this is a sample text. This is actually what is going to be displayed on any web page when we run this code. Alright, you however need two very important tools for the development of web pages. These include a text editor, which is a simple program or software used in formatting text and all that. In this series of tutorials, I'm going to use Notepad++ for Windows. If I'm going to use Mac, then I'll use Text Wrangler. So I'll prescribe these two for anyone using Mac and Windows. And then you can download any of the other text editors for any operating system you're using. So let's get the Notepad++. You just log on to Google and look for Notepad++. Notepad++ download. Okay, it actually opens this way. Then you click on the first link, it takes you to the home page of Notepad++. You have the software here which you can download for free, and then it's not just limited to HTML formatting. You can use it for CSS, JavaScript, Java, C++, and so many other things. And then the second tool you also need is the web browser, which is actually what we're going to use to test our HTML documents. And then when you're surfing the web, you're actually using web browser for all these things. So in this series of tutorials, I'm going to use Google Chrome, and then we're sometimes going to use Firefox as well. You're not limited to these browsers. You can choose any of them that you actually want to use. You are very free to use any of them. So let's try to get maybe Google Chrome. You just go to Google and look for Google Chrome for Mac. This is for Mac users. If you're using Windows, you search for Windows and all that. Maybe you can actually look for Mozilla Firefox as well. And then alright, you download it. Okay, that's just by the way. So now you must be very critical or mindful of the way you save your HTML documents. The HTML documents must come with a file extension .html. If you don't do it this way, the browser won't recognize it and know what you're actually trying to do. So try to always save the documents as index.html. The file name .html. So the perfect example is index.html. And a little piece of advice I'll give you is that when you're actually trying to link a lot of web pages actually to develop a very big website, try to always name your home page as index, so that when you upload this on a server, it actually tries to look for index.html, and that actually becomes your home page. And then when saving CSS documents, always try to save it as the file name.css. So an example is casmol.css. Alright, we might however need some other tools. This includes JavaScript and PHP. We might touch them a little bit, but not too much in a series of these tutorials. So you can actually go to my home page and go to the tutorials, and then you see them over here. You can download the PHP and JavaScript over here. They also help so much in the web development. So this is actually a very simple introduction to HTML5 and CSS3. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks.